Hi everyone, welcome to K-reef. My name is Kevin and this is update number 14 of the 170-gallon reef tank. If you saw my last video, you know that I did a big order just before we went on a vacation. In this update we will take a look at what is new and how the tank is doing. At the end of the update we will take a look at the ATI ICP test I got back. Just before my vacation, I sent water samples to their lab in Germany. So stay tuned! Let's take a look at our clownfish. After her ex-husband chose the road to the floor, we now provided her a new male. After a few hours he started to host the torch coral. The next day he kept swimming back and forward between the torch and the female. He did this until the female finally left her home she was living in for almost 1 year to move in with her new male. Together they are very happy and defend their torch with all they have. Even the cleaning magnet gets beaten by the male. Mr. Six-line wrasse is a bad neighbor. Once in a while they end up fighting. The male clown got wounded on his right fin and can't use it for now. The day we drove home from our vacation, we stopped by the LFS to pick up our new fish. A yellow-eyed tang or coal tang and a copper band butterfly. We also brought home 2 more snails and a 3rd peppermint shrimp. Arriving home, I placed everyone in the sump to acclimate to the temperature. After that, I used buckets to let them get used to our water parameters, using the turkey baster to add some water every 10 minutes. I gently landed the snails on a rock. Don't want to just throw them in. The peppermint shrimp is very tiny. Used the net to add him to the tank and we never saw him again. Then it was time to add the new fish. First the coal tang and second the copper band. Straight after adding them, all hell broke loose between the coal and brown tang. The tangs used their scalpels to rip fins and cut flesh. I expected some aggression, but this was heavy fighting for territory. The brown tang also went after the copper band. After 10 minutes I decided to cut the lights and darken the room to restore some rest. There were some skirmishes the next day and we saw the yellow tang defending the new residents. 1 week later, all peace is restored in the tank. I can't say more about the corals than that they are all just doing fine. The 2 blue mushrooms had a baby, and the green one splitted during our absence. The Montipora confusa is getting more and more tissue back. And with the Montipora plate, the coralline algae has to make room for some nice red coloring. A piece broke off from the Poecilophora, so I glued it onto a small rock. And I have a new digitata frag. Now let's take a look in the sump. I did a DIY manifold and used the J-Cut DCP 2500 to feed water to the new reactor and the UVC. I made an extra output in case I want to add something more in the future. On the left top side I have a cap I can take off to clean the manifold or to add an extension if ever needed. Who knows, when I build the new sump I'm planning, it will come in handy to have some extra outputs. The middle output feeds the new Aquaforest 110 reactor with the Aquaforest carbon. I cut back the flow a little bit so the carbon doesn't tumble. The output on the right side feeds the new 18 watt UVC from GBL. Also here, not too much flow to have a long enough contact time between water and the UV lamp. I also connected the ATI air filter to the protein skimmer. Now the tank gets clean oxygen and my pH is more stable. The grains inside change color when they become saturated. The MaxSpec Gyre XF230. I use the pump now little over 3 weeks. This pump isn't dead silence, but for the amount of water it moves in an hour, I am surprised how quiet it is. I am very happy with the new flow in the tank, and so do the corals. When I did the big order, I went with Aquaforest reef salt this time. This salt has more elements and it is better for keeping SPS than the Aquaforest sea salt I used before. I hope by using this salt I will have to dose lesser in the future. Now let's take a look at the analyze from ATI. My water got a score of 93%. I was very surprised. So the problems from a few months ago are gone. Some elements are a little bit low, but no disasters. My calcium and salinity has to go up a little. I will fix that with the new salt. Behind every tested element you can find info what to do if too low or too high. My nitrate is 7. And the thing I was most curious about, phosphate, is 0.04. I am very happy with that. By seeing these results, I can say that the Red Sea test kits I use are very close to lab accuracy. So this is it for update number 14. I hope you all liked it. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you are new and want to see more, click the subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell. Thank you all for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.